Everyone. Thank you so much for whoever asked me to create a follow up video on how Shambhavi Mahamudra sadhana is going and how it has been truly life changing for me. So, thank you, really thank you for asking me to do this follow up video. And here is the entire journey. I really hope you have time because I'm going to cover a lot of things because it's been 2 years. So, I really want to just give you an overview how everything went, and probably you will understand. Oh, her awareness was moving up and up every time I explain my life journey. Um, at this point, honestly, I don't mind telling about my personal life. Like, I think it really doesn't matter. I mean, I've gotten to a stage that it really doesn't matter anymore. We are all here, you know, truly exchanging our life stories, and hope it moves you, and maybe it is going to be transformative as it has been for me. So, 2 years ago, I started this journey, not just out of the blue. Just to give a quick rundown of what led me to Shambhavi Mahamudra. I I was born in India. I lived in India for a very long time, about 23 years, and I come from an extremely abusive, narcissistic parents. Went through quite a lot, questioning the identity, questioning the reality, questioning God's existence. Hated God from bottom of my heart. That's how my journey started, because we women, my father hated that he had women as. Anyway, he wanted to have a boy child, and he always, I think some of the viewers from India, whoever is viewing this, they'll be like, yeah, I get it, what you mean. Like, my father wanted to have a boy child, and he got three daughters, and he hated the entire our childhood until we became our adolescents. He hated us every single day. He wished death upon us every day, not every 2 months, not every 3 months, every day. Every day we are eating our food, my father would say, I wish you were dead. So anyway, I really didn't want it to make it dark, but I just wanted to say, like, that's how my childhood was. And I ran away from India to Canada. I would say ran away because he didn't know till the last moment that I'm leaving India. So yeah, it's kind of like last moment I gave him a shock that I'm leaving, and I left because I found it extremely hard to live. Those circumstances that I faced or my sisters faced, no woman in this world should be facing. No girl should be going through what we daughters went through. So, anyways, so moving from that, I moved to Canada. Just because you change the country, you don't change your life circumstances, you don't change your experience, because I'm the same me, right? So when I moved here, I was having the same difficulty in different ways. It may not be my parents anymore, but different ways. I struggled. My relationships, my jobs, my literally, I questioned, I am the problem. Is it me? It was the question. And I'm like, no, may not be. No. The partner that I chose was an anchor, and he pushed me, meaning triggered me the most to understand that I am the problem. In a very beautiful way. That's when I started looking up. I'm like, I want to change. I want to do this. So Shambhavi Mahamudra started 2 years ago, but my spiritual awakening started 4 years ago. So since then, I'm questioning, trying to see, read books. So I've been doing that for a long time. And then Shambhavi was wow to entire thing that was going on. So I was already on that journey. And then suddenly Shambhavi was like, more light. Let's make it easier for you. So that's how Shambhavi started for me. So I did the initiation, and I started 2 years ago, and after that, I have to tell you, honestly, it's been extremely life-changing journey for me from the day it started. Life moves in waves when you start this journey, but you won't. I mean, it's up to you how you want to see the whole thing. You could just let this unfold and be curious, but don't see like, oh, I'm going to do Shambhavi and the life is going to change. It will just happen if your soul's journey is all about transformation. You know what I mean? Like, don't blame Shambhavi for certain hardships. That's not how it works. So, what does Shambhavi do is changes your awareness and raises your awareness internally. So the more your awareness is expanding, you start questioning life, you start questioning your patterns, the way you lived, how you got abused. You still allow people to abuse you. People pleasing. Um, People pleasing was a big problem for me. And toxic behavior, basically. I am somebody who is very straightforward. I say things exactly how I feel, and that's when the relationships used to, not stand for a long time. I used to lose people. Um, but now I've evolved to an extent where I'm like, oh, I can say the same thing, but more in a kinder way, more calmer way. And is it really important what I want to say? So these are the things that you will start changing. So starting with how the takeoff took, um, I would like to start with the identity crisis that I went through. I think there will be a stage where you will go through identity crisis. It's a crisis where you literally do not resonate with anything anymore. Movies you watch or the shows you watch, the people you meet, the certain games you play or anything no longer resonates with you. Even your job will no longer resonate with you if it's not something that you want to do it. You will just hate everything. And that's when you start to question, is this Shambhavi Mahamudra doing this to me? Like, I don't want to do this anymore. There will be a point where it's like tip of an iceberg where you have to move that bump, and you'll be like, okay, I don't know what's going on, but I'm just not liking who I am. Like, I just want to be alone. I always want to come back home. I just want to sit in my space. I just want to meditate all the time. Like, this is where I felt like I had identity crisis. Um, I actually started to see a lot of pattern in people that I was meeting because I was undoing my patterns because I was rewiring and relearning everything from scratch through strangers, through videos, through ChatGPT. Um, these are the things that was an anchor for me to rewire my brain. And it was easy for me to rewire because of Shambhavi Mahamudra. So that's why Shambhavi Mahamudra plays a bigger role, not to change your life. It will be ready. Now, when you start rewiring, it will help you integrate it easily in your life because your awareness is raising. And now you're like, I'm in the moment. Okay, I'm experiencing this. Let me change my reality. You can start to change your reality because you're like aware. I'm aware. I'm not going to react. So this is going to be easier for you if you do Shambhavi Mahamudra every day. So this is how the life will start changing. For me, I did have quite problems with my work or relationship, friendships. I always had this issue. And then, to be honest with you, with Shambhavi Mahamudra, I became very solitude. I worshipped solitude. I wanted to be alone. Even I didn't want to be with my partner. I just wanted to be alone. I started to fall in love with me. How I think, how I imagine, how I live my life. It was a movie for me. Each day became a movie, and each day became extremely reflective. Yes, it can make you quite boring, but everything becomes reflection. Everything will be like, okay, I know what I'm learning from this. Oh, I know why she is difficult. Okay, now I'm understanding. Everything becomes a lesson, a lesson, a lesson. The moment you integrate the beauty of this journey, the lesson will leave. Like, you will never have to come across the same situation again because you just knew how to respond, not react. So life is like a spiral, right? You learn, next, next. So it becomes easier for you. And all this easy, what I'm saying is because of my Shambhavi Mahamudra. And I will tell you why I say how, if you ask me, like, prove it to me, like, I don't understand. Yes, I'll prove it to you. To an extent, Shambhavi Mahamudra, I used to take psychedelic mushroom to try help rewire my brain. Before Shambhavi Mahamudra, when I took mushroom, it was extremely reflective. I was like understanding I am the problem. I have to change. I have to relearn, rewire. These are the things that have been not taught. I didn't know. I've never been taught how to love. So I have to love. Okay. How I have to be kind. Oh, I have to be calm. So everything was new to me. And as I was teaching and raising myself, I started to see when I started to do Shambhavi Mahamudra, when I took mushroom, it didn't work for me. I sat taking a 4-gram mushroom. I'm not joking at this. I had a normal day. And then I did a lot of research to understand why mushroom is not affecting me anymore. The brain waves that's created by Shambhavi Mahamudra, it's extremely sacred. You create the geometry that I spoke about, you are 360-degree protected by Shambhavi Mahamudra. So now you no longer allow anything external to go in. You're already at an awareness. So what's the point of mushroom, psychedelic mushroom? To bring you at that awareness, to experience life. So once mushroom goes down, you're like, oh, I have to be good. I learned that from mushroom. Shambhavi doesn't do that. It stays with you. It's with you all the time. So you're already on the same zone of mushroom, what it would provide to you. You're already there. So mushroom doesn't play any role. Maybe it's just for me. Maybe for you it could be different. I never met people who did Shambhavi Mahamudra, took psychedelic mushroom. In India it's, any drug is called like the worst thing. So I never met anybody who did that, but I would be quite happy to meet. If you are also experiencing the same, please message me. I do want to talk to you. I'm very curious to share this and understand from your view how was it the same or did you have some experience with mushroom? So please feel free. Anyway, so all that to say is this is how much you get protected by this. Now, how will your life change on day-to-day basis? This identity crisis, which I was telling you, you will start to realize the job that I do, 9 to 5, is a job, but I am like, yeah, but that's not me. I want to do that job because I want to pay my rent and I want to live here. So, yeah, that's why I'm doing, but it is not my life. So I started to realize it's one of an identity that I have to put up to do my 9 to 5 job. Yeah, I quickly have to finish that and return back to home. So after 5 p.m., I become someone else. I'm like completely calm. I really want to meditate. I want to cook the best meal for me. I want to work. I want to work out. I want to go to gym. I want to do yoga. I want to, it's all about me. I spent so much time about me. Like, I loved me so much. And that's when I started to realize, oh, this is identity crisis. Like, now I'm like, I don't know what's going on, but I don't want to keep doing this job. For some reason, I don't know what I want to do, but I don't want to keep doing this. This is where you will start questioning. I want to go live in village. I want to go live in ashram. I want to go to Sadhguru. I want to live with him. Like, I think these are the questions it will arise. But I'll tell you how it changed for me. realizing the fact that you cannot escape. Escaping, everybody can do. Honestly, anybody who lives in village today, anybody who lives in, for example, as a monk, it is easy for them to live a spiritual life, but the actual challenge is a spiritual person remembering you are a spiritual person first and then experiencing a human life and still always somehow having be able to put your spirituality into your actual professional life and your personal life. That's where you become completely unique. That's where your life starts humbling you, gives you, you manifest something, there you go, you have it. Won't be that quick, but I'm just saying, like, that's how much life will start loving you back because you started to love yourself. You started to understand, oh, now I'm getting the point of how everything is going around me. At my work, I was doing my job, but I was truly, truly, truly doing my job. And I started to embody what Krishna used to say: do your dharma, do not get attached to the result. That's when the detachment started. I was never attached to the outcome or recognition at my work. Suddenly, I think almost 1.5 years ago, I started to get a lot of recognition at work, promotion. And I was like, why is this happening? Because the thing is, I don't want to do this job, right? So you're trying to make me get interested. But no, who I am is spiritual person. This is what I want to do. I want to come back home, meditate. I want to achieve samadhi. I want to do this. So I had created two different identities of me. And then now there was a point that I wanted to merge them. And I became extremely stronger when I understood, oh, actually, life is rewarding me because I'm not resisting life, I'm flowing with life. At work, I was making it easy. I was not defensive. I was clearly communicating. I was making it easy. I was flowing like water. I have passed days with extreme struggles in the past at work, and I work in an extremely fast paced IT world. We work on extreme high pressure projects. This was transformative for me to work in an environment where I can apply my spiritual rules at my work. Never being reactive, not being defensive, not being attached to the results at all. You know what I mean? Like, beautiful journey. So, life at work completely transformed. Personal life, I started to distance with my partner a lot. This is something that I truly want to share with people. Yes, the partner who I chose was a karmic one. It is very rare. In 100, maybe just one couple could grow together, but most of the partner, if they finish their work with you, where you evolved spiritually, they have to go. So in my personal relationship, it changed. I had to let him go because we were no longer resonating. In fact, with my spirituality, the whole journey, we were together for 6 years, and I looked at him like a stranger. I was like, who are you? I don't even know who you are. And we both looked at each other like we don't recognize each other anymore. That's when the life was real to me. So real that my new identity no longer resonates with somebody who I actually loved 6 years ago. Like, I don't even understand. Anyways, so this is something life changing will happen to you. It's positive, it's all positive, but maybe your partner would come with you and grow with you. I know it's not easy thing to hear that, letting go of your partner, but it happened, and it happened in a way that it was extremely mutual and understanding. It was like, yeah, we don't recognize each other anymore. It's been complete friendship than a partnership. It yeah, so that happened, and there was an absolute sense of um, reflection in every day. One day I could be like, oh, maybe I'll approach it this way. And the next day I've already grown. Each day you grow. With Shambhavi Mahamudra, I have to warn you, you grow fast. You grow so fast. I cannot even explain. Um, Again, it's for me. I don't know about you. In my journey, I don't know. Every single day, I'm like, this is how I thought yesterday. Even I make certain reels or stories and I watch back and I'm like, it no longer resonates with me anymore. And also moving in life, there was a point while I was going through identity crisis. I looked at myself in the mirror and I was like, who is she? Oh my God, why am I so ugly? This is real. That phase is very real when you're going through this identity crisis. I was like, why am I so ugly? What creams should I change? What can I do? I don't know. I don't even recognize me anymore. Because I think I was shedding my patterns too much. The entire conditioning was breaking down. So everything was horrible. Everyone looked ugly. Life looked ugly. I didn't know what was going on. And everything changed in a matter of a week. In a week, and I'm like, oh, I love me. I love this. There was waves and waves of up and down, up and down, up and down. To an extent that I'm unstable now. Absolutely stable. There is no up and down anymore. That's where Shambhavi brings you. It shakes you and puts you back. Like, okay, you understood everything. So now life humbles me to an extent. I don't know if it's true. I find myself extremely beautiful. I'm like, I love me. Look, I'm so gorgeous. I've been always told I'm ugly in childhood. And now feeling this, and second, the amount of abuse I've taken about being a girl and girl child, I love being feminine. The feminine energy is extremely beautiful. It's the Shakti. If you just start bowing your head down to Shiva and Shakti, my God, man, the only new you can acknowledge that. Nobody but you, your vision, and God knows the journey that you are taking, you're experiencing. Life becomes beautiful. You go to a room, you go to an event, everything moves so easy, so beautiful, because you're like reflecting every moment. You're not resisting, you're flowing with life. Just think of yourself like holding like this in Shambhavi Mahamudra and taking a leap of faith and falling. Just take a leap of faith and just fall. Trust me, you will be surprised who's going to catch you. Whoever the deity that you follow or believe in. I believe in Shiva. So, it's Shambhavi Mahamudra. So, he has caught me in a way that now I have nothing to ask God. I have nothing to ask him. Nothing at all. My life is perfect. Everything is perfect. Even if I get a small, simple thing, I'm so happy with it. If I get bigger thing, actually, I'm like, I question. I'm like, maybe I don't need that. So life gets extremely interesting. Extremely interesting. Each day that is unfolding, you're like, oh my God, today what's gonna happen? That's how you will wake up. And that's how I woke up. I'm sorry. It might take time for you. It might not take time for you. It depends on your unique, beautiful journey and the soul. Life lessons, karma, everything comes into the play. It took me time as well. But what I want to end this video by saying is, if you get a chance of oh, I'm going to escape by going into this ashram, this village. It is called, I call it as you're escaping life. The real life is how you will integrate spirituality into your current city, AI, robotic, IT, extremely fast-paced world. You still apply the rules of spirituality and never forgetting the fact that you are spiritual first, experiencing human life. So with that, I will conclude this video by saying it's been life-changing and transformative. So please go for it. But one thing is you have to stick to it. Stick to it in a way you brush your teeth every morning. The same way, this is part of your life. You take your coffee in the morning, this is part of your life. And Shambhavi has to happen the first thing in the morning. That's it, period. Those breath walks will rewire you, change you. Your awareness will go to a peak that you won't even think. You won't even recognize the old you anymore. Like you'll be like, I don't even know who that person is. So yes, it is going to be life-changing. And sorry, the last thing I want to say is it will not only change your experiences in life, internal world, meaning what you eat, how you are, how you show up, the dress, everything changes. Everything shatters that from the past. You're like, no, I don't eat that. You become so picky. You're like, no, that has sugar. I don't want. No, that's unhealthy. Because, I consider the God is within you. So how can I give God sugar or something that's preservative, something that's so filthy, so much oil? You will be like, no. The way you will take care of your child, you will take care of yourself exactly the same way. You will fall in love with you so much that you will never disrupt your system. It is the breath work that you do. For it to move easy, your life has to be clean. Eat clean, wake up early. Life gets interesting and beautiful, and everything becomes easy. So go for it, please. Thank you everyone for watching. I'm sorry for my English if it is not that great. Hey, it's just who I am. Hello everyone. Thank you so much for whoever asked me